Monday.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did actually, it's very nice.
Yeah.
Nice and sunny.
Oh, alright. So, we're having a bit of a different week this week. We're having a game dev week, so things will be a bit different. We're not working on hexceed or colouring pixels much. We're still going to do a little bit, but the majority of the week we're going to be working on new projects. So this week I'm going to be trying to make a multiplayer game in Unity. I've made a multiplayer game before, but not in Unity, and I just want to kind of like see what tools are available. Just basically just gonna make a project, just test a project and see what happens. But you're doing some interesting stuff as well.
Yeah. So a little bit of Colouring Pixels work in the sense of getting achievements out on Wednesday because it is release week for Illusions Pack. But other than that, all week I'm going to be designing games. So I'm just getting documents up, just visiting all the different ideas we can possibly do for a couple of ideas that I've got, to sort of flesh them out, decide what's going to make them fun, what can make them interesting and unique. Yeah, got a couple of games that we'll put on the board, and I'm going to go through them through the week and see how they look and how they feel, and hopefully, if coincides with what Rob does, we can maybe use one of those as a future game. That's what we'll see.
Yeah. What game do you want to play? Like lives, number of lives, time limit, territories, Tron. There's a Tron game mode.
Do Tron.
Let's do Tron. Let's start with Tron. Time limit 3 minutes. Oh,
Oh wow, look at this. I think my lifetime's gone too fast for the Tron line to keep up.
it's better on my screen. Oh, Lee. What have you done? Oh man, yeah, we've got the kill feed up on the top as well. I spent so long on this. There's so many things.
Oh, dead tanks did. That's gonna get difficult for this game.
Yeah, there's an option to turn it off. That was just my bad. There's a text chat as well. I don't know why I spent time adding that, but I did. I just killed him.
I couldn't get back up the text chat.
Nah, it's not happening, mate. It's not happening. Are you a faster tank?
I am. I'm a light tank.
Oh no! You've just got a straight up advantage over me. That's not fair. Oh, good to have a laser on. Okay. Splatoon mode. Territories. Hexceed, yeah. Oh, I forgot there's a bar that fills up. I remember being so proud of that bar. Yeah, let's go for a bit of fun this. Why not? It's quite satisfying to call them in, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's quite a wonder possibly as well, but you got that time boost.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go, we got a ramp. Oof. I'm going up top.
You do.
So I must have made hexagon ones and...
Yeah, hexagon makes more sense because it's when you find right down the middle of the line, you get 2 squares ones.
I just could have both, really. Why did I spend the time to make both? I think I must have just been bored one evening and just...
Well,
yeah, so the purple platforms move up and down, if I remember. So it's like there's a pit here, right? Yeah.
yeah, take left.
Yeah. Oh! How did you die there?
Shot me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Fair. Oh, what's that? You've got the shotgun or something? So you detonating that manually?
No.
Remote control.
But detonate itself and it hits the spread.
Oh yeah, the remote control. I forgot about this one. Ah! I've lost you. Where have you gone?
No.
Oh no! I just see the barrel turning. Come here. This gets awful for this situation.
Oh no.
That was a great defense. Just when I was about to die, just ram you. Oh. Okay, so I've made some small progress. I've made a little tank. It's not much, you can move it around, very similar way that you can in tank game. Yeah, and I've got a little bit of multiplayer working, so if I bring up a second window, this is already like registered as a host, and then if I click client here, it should try and connect, and it does. Still got a little bit of issues. I'm trying to get the respawning working, kind of how I like. So when you respawn, there's nothing there for a few seconds, and then you spawn in. So you can probably see that it was working properly on the client side, but not the server side. So the server side can see what's going on, whereas the client, nothing's there, and then a few seconds later, it'll connect. So a little bit of desync going on there, but I'm positive I'll work it out tomorrow. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We can book for vaccine appointments today. You're booked for tomorrow. Lucky.
Lucky. First job.
Good stuff. I'm still in the queue. I'll get there, I'm sure. It'll probably be a few weeks before I can get mine done, but anyway, what are you doing today?
Yeah, so I'm just finishing the YouTube video. I've done the edits, I'm just getting uploaded and getting the post ready. That'll take a couple minutes. I'm going to spend all day doing the first game idea for our game dev week. I'm going to be going through the first game idea, which is sort of an adaptation of the tank game, kind of. But again, the tank idea can be a sort of flavour. I'm going to be going from the ground up and doing the mechanics, and then just checking there's no other games like the idea that I've got. And yeah, just building on that, and I'll try and take you through as I go through today. We're doing it all on OneNote, and just try and sort of flesh out a base idea of what the game means.
Yeah, it's good. You made text. Yeah. Yeah, and as for me, I'm going to be continuing on trying to get multiplayer to work. Yesterday, as I showed you, I managed to get the basics working, but today I think I'm going to try and get some more of the actual gamey stuff working. So trying to get the tanks to shoot something, and then if they get hit, they take damage and then die and respawn. So trying to get that loop sorted is what I'm going to try and do today.
So yeah, I'm about to take my lunch, so I thought I'll give you a little update of where I'm at so far today. So what I'm doing is, since I am going to be doing half day tomorrow, since I'm getting vaccinated,
Woo!
woo! I'm going to be looking at trying to do sort of like one game idea a day. So I'm going to start with the first one that I've been thinking a lot of over the weekend. Can I go with sort of a jokey name, but the names obviously don't matter at all. Sort of an amalgamation of all the different games I've put together in this idea. And the main sort of focus of the game is being simultaneous turn-based, so both players will input commands during a pause phase, and then the idea is once that command phase is over, all the moves will take place and you just sit and watch and see what happens, and then you'll repeat that until the game ends. And it's an old game called Tory Bash that we used to play on the browser back when I was younger, which is sort of where the inspirations come from. So you click on the different muscles, you would see an outline of what's going to happen, and then it would play out and you would see what happens in the next section. And I'm going down, just filling out different bits. I'm kind of going back and forward, so I've been jumping up, doing the game flow, going back down, doing the game style. I'm trying to make the document in a sort of understandable order, so you get an idea of the base idea. Similar games to hopefully get you thinking in the right mindset. And yeah, as I said, just slowly fleshing this out with the whole what the player does, what's the game style. I'm going to be doing whole sections for combat, and just making it as concise as possible, and hopefully as readable as possible, and then yeah, go from here. Try and get this game idea fleshed out today, and then we'll do a different one on Thursday and Friday.
Okay, so I think I have made some progress on the respawning stuff. So you can spawn in with the host can drive around. You can spawn in as a client as well. Takes a second, but that's by design. You can move around on both screens, and that's fine. You can do it with a third. Yeah, and then that's on all screens. So the multiplayer seems to be working as intended, really. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick break from the networking side of things, because I'm going to sort of give it some better art. So I've just been going through the Unity asset store briefly, just looking for some free art to sort of make it look a bit prettier. So gone for this cartoon city-like package for the terrain, and also found this used couple of tanks that's free as well. So I'm just going to try and put those into the game now and just make it look a bit nicer. Okay, so not gonna lie, I've been a little distracted. I spent basically most of the day just making this huge level. I managed to get through another couple of things as well. So we've got these little things now. These are spawn points. I drew a little gizmo to show off that just sort of helps indicate which direction the spawn point's facing, and it just lets you spot them at a glance as well. So you can turn these off and they go missing. It's quite cool. Cause I quite like making these, but you can't really make them in 2D games. It's sort of, what's the point? Glad I got the opportunity to do that. But yeah, I've just been littering this map with spawn points everywhere, decorating it with things like trees and hedges and cars and stuff as well. It's all just ripped from those asset packs I was talking about earlier. I had a little car in the water. Why not, right? But yeah, I've also managed to get the tanks working as well from the asset pack. So still waits a second before you spawn in, but there are 2 tanks. There's got this one and you got this one. This one as well. It's slightly bigger, but they got the same hitbox and stuff. It's Wednesday. Lee's not in at the moment. He's taking the morning off to get his vaccine done, so it'll be in the afternoon. But what he'll be doing is he'll be looking at the Colouring Pixels stuff. So we've got the Illusions book releasing on Friday, so his priority will be getting the achievements and all of that sorted for that. Then after that, I think he was hoping to continue on with some designs for some potential games. But yeah, for me, I'm a bit all over the place this morning, so I was doing a bit of work on the Illusions book. I've just done a quick build and touching up a couple of the images because some of the colours are a bit off. But yeah, other than that, we got a response from Nintendo about the business approval for free-to-play games. So they've sent over a long Excel spreadsheet with lots of questions and stuff on. So I've just got to fill that out, send it back, basically explaining about our business model and like expected sales and like all the features we hope to include in the game. Just to give them a better idea of what they're actually agreeing to, which is fair enough. So I want to get that sent off today, definitely, just to keep things moving as fast as we can on that. Then for the rest of the day, I'm going to continuing on with this prototype that I've been doing this week. Just going to try and get some shooting to work and a bit more of this terrain stuff. So you can see like lots of explosions and stuff happening as I'm driving around. Just want to improve on that a bit so that when you shoot, you can destroy cars and things like that. But yeah, lots of fun stuff to do. Okay, so I've been making a lot more progress. So yeah, a lot more of the environment is a lot more dynamic now. So I was showing you that you could drive over all this stuff before. That was just straight out of the prefab. But one new feature that we've got is that you can shoot. So you can shoot now, and the bullets bounce just like we see in Tank Game itself. It just bounces off the terrain. Tried to make it as arcadey as I can. Didn't really spend too much time on it though. They've got so many bounces and then they get destroyed. One of the things that I want to sort of like test out just for fun, I guess, is so a lot of these objects around the world, they've all got health now. So like this hedge in front of me, for example, if I shoot that a couple of times, it'll get destroyed. Oh, you know what's going on there? It got destroyed on the server, but not the client. Yeah, so it's still got some troubles to work out, but we've got shooting working, and that's good. And we've got some particle effects spawning in and stuff as well. It's just been a matter of trying to keep all that in sync. Lee came in briefly for the day. He came in, did half day's shift. He didn't record any updates, but he wanted me to tell you that so it's the Colouring Pixels Illusion Pack DLC. So it's all done now. I did a couple of builds for him. And all the achievements are set up and working, so that's good to go for Friday. We've got nothing really more that we need to do apart from press the button. So that's fantastic. We've also got some news back from Nintendo to do the hexceed Switch build. So we've got approval from the business team to actually go ahead and release the game, which is just fantastic, really. So I've gone ahead and submitted another message, basically just saying that the issue is resolved. Can we please have the ability to submit builds again. But they're usually quite fast at responding, so hopefully we'll be able to submit again by tomorrow. Then fingers crossed we'll get it approved. But yeah, I'm gonna head off now. I might have a look at that hedge thing, but yeah.
Leeds Thursday. Just half one now. I've got down most of the basic rules of this sort of card tower defense game. Been looking at similar games, so found the Clash Royale game was quite similar to the base idea of placing minions and towers. That's based on a cooldown system, which I haven't implemented in this instance. The game's trying to keep it quite basic because I plan to prototype it later today. So maps, the game is quite simple. Follow a route, they'll be symmetrical. One player plays on one side, the other player plays on the other. And in terms of rules, I've gone ahead and jotted down some basic numbers. All these numbers can be changed, so deck size of 30 cards, drawing 5 cards at the start of the game. That sort of thing. Again, all these numbers can be changed for balancing reasons after we've tested it. Doing quite a lot of sort of basic rules and ideas. There'll be 2 types of cards, towers and minions. Towers have effects that you can play instead of the actual card. But I'm going to go ahead and actually design some of these cards because I want to be getting these down on paper and giving it a try later on if I can. Yeah, it's now 4 PM and I've spent the past 3 hours drawing this out. It's been painstaking, but we've now got 2 quote-unquote decks of 30 cards. There's a tower card, you see the symbol on the top right there, so roof tower, and there's minion cards with little angry faces. I've kind of sketched that map that I've done really poorly on this paper. So yeah, that's 2 copies of the decks and the card's ready.
What?
Ready to play?
Play what? Hello?
So finally made use of the Play-Doh. Rob's happy.
Yeah, my brother will be happy as well. Sent it to us a long time ago.
We're just using it as sort of counters because the playing boards are considerably smaller than the cards, so you couldn't use them on the board. The other went quite well. Quite a few note changes on things. Some things just way too slow. Or the big change was I had it so initially the towers can only be destroyed by 2 things in the game, and the minions just keep passing by them, sort of in a traditional tower defense sort of style. But we found that was just way too powerful and we weren't getting anywhere. So the big changes that were done, we decided to give the towers health, and then the minions need to destroy the towers to pass, sort of as if you're playing a MOBA like Dota or Smite or something like that. You've seen it work quite well. It became a lot more fun, and you actually managed to progress to the end of the map.
It was quite good because like you found that like the minions would like sort of get stuck up against the tower until it was destroyed. Then you just have this huge wave of minions that would progress through.
And then other effects would become more powerful and more useful at that point as well.
Yeah,
so that's quite good. Yeah, quite a few changes I said. So what we're thinking is tomorrow, just sort of refining this idea. I just spent a lot of time drawing the cards, may as well using them a bit more. So we're going to try and make the changes that we've noted down and just see if we can improve it, make it a bit better. New rule sets, new numbers on the cards and stuff. And yeah. Morning, Rob!
Morning, Lee. It's Friday.
I'm sure it's not Saturday.
Look right. Look right. I've got this one thinking of a Saturday. Quite disappointed when I worked it out. Right, we just done stand up. For me, yesterday I was trying to get Steam working with the networking stuff. I failed, basically. So I started looking into another way of doing it. So basically, we've got this other service that hosts like the servers in a cloud, and then everyone can connect from everywhere. So I'm going to be trying to get that working properly today. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it means that we can't like join people on Steam out of the box, but it means that we'll be able to get PC to PC working, hopefully. So
Very good.
fingers crossed. Anyway, what are you doing?
Yeah, so we had a pretty good test run of the card game that I ended up making yesterday. Quite a few changes that were noted down, but that's the point of testing. And we've got noted down all the changes, and pretty much going to be just designing fixes for those problems that we encountered, and just try and make new cards, new map stuff that'll make the game work a bit better, flow a bit better. And hopefully I'll get some stuff ready because I might have Kim coming on later. Just give it a test as well, get another pair of eyes in it.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, or even most of the day. Really.
She'll help us keep track of which. A few times we lost track of like, why do I have like 4 unit cards down, but there's only 3 on the board? Like what? Kim's good at keeping track of that, so yeah, no cheating.
Okay, so I've switched over to the new networking tools. So I've decided to use Photon, I think it's called. It's basically this third-party service that hosts games for you, and you can connect and create games through them, and then they just manage all of the networking in between, sort of linking everyone together. It means that we can actually play across computers now, which is the main thing that we wanted to test this week. But yeah, it's gone quite well. There was a bit of a faff to change. A lot of the syntax that I was using had to swap over to the new formats. It wasn't too bad, but mainly the logic was the same. There's a few things I actually quite like about this new package. Some of the networking is a bit easier to handle. So things like if you want a bit of script to run on all of the connected clients, then you can. It's quite easy to do so instead of having to send the message to the server and then do it, and then have the server send that message out to everyone. You can just sort of send it from wherever. It's a couple of nice things like that. So I've managed to get everything back working again. Yeah, it's good. There's just a couple more things that I want to add now. Made some progress on like destroying cars and things like that, but I need to add a kill box, I think, for this water, because you can still drive in the water. And I need to surround the whole world with that as well, because sometimes you can shoot and bullets can go off into the sky and they just will stay there forever. So you want to surround the world in a kill box that'll destroy the bullets if they get too far away from the map. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, and just test it out, see if it's fun with Lee.
It's after lunch now, and I've been making some adjustments to the card game that we played yesterday. So the main changes are I've added a currency sort of management, because one thing I noticed was there's no point in not just playing all your cards. There wasn't really any strategy to saving cards up. So we're going to end up with a sort of currency, so called pennies, and you'll start with a base number, and every turn you'll get some back, and then every 2 turns the amount you get back will increase, sort of to give the game sort of a ramp up. So the more longer you play, the more chaotic it'll get. You'll be playing more cards. And the other big change, as I said earlier, was with the towers. We made it so the towers have health points, and they need to be destroyed before you can pass them. So the towers will sort of block the path of the minions before they can get past. Changed some of the values and stuff as well, and I've added cost values to all the particular cards. Also added 2 new towers and 2 new minions as well, and they're all drawn up and put in the decks as well. I've created a new map, and yeah, when we're ready we'll give this another test and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I think I finished it. I've just shared the ship it. We'll chuck that out there in Steam. We're just playing a quick game now with Lee's playing it over there. I've got it open here, and Kim's got it on at home, wherever she is. Who's that? Is that you, Lee?
No,
it's Kim. Got a little scoreboard in the top left as well, just something quick and hacky I threw in. If it gets to 10, then the level reloads. So like a lot of this terrain that we're blowing up and destroying, that'll all get reset. So I'm quite pleased with it for a week's work. Like I'm just surprised they got it working. Proper networking as well, not just we fixed the issue with the bullets as well, where you could just spam it. So it's like whenever you shoot now, there's a 1 second cooldown, just to make it a little bit less manic. But yeah, it's good fun. It's basically a tank game. Just it looks a bit better, doesn't it? Store assets instead of my art. There's bullets everywhere. I don't know who's shooting. But is it?
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's not a day. Yeah, it's been a good week. It's been a different week. Did you enjoy the difference in the work, Lee? Did you?
It's been very nice.
I'm broken.
It's been very nice being creative. But
so yeah, what have you done?
got my vaccine.
Oh yeah, the important thing. Yeah.
Important thing. But yeah, essentially just went ahead and designed 2 games. One more of a theory, just the design doc, no play testing done for it. But it was quite good. Got you back on the floor of sort of thinking about what you think about when making a game. And then made this one, which we'll play tested extensively, which is what I've done for the rest of the day today. It's been quite good. The back and forth of like
learning what the cards, how the cards work, and then changing them to play them with again. Pretty good. This has got quite a lot of potential, more than I thought as well. So
Yeah, we were actually enjoying playing it, weren't we?
it's a big compliment, really. But yeah, it was actually fun to play.
Yeah, anyway, for me, I made another iteration of Tank Game. So we managed to get multiplayer working in Unity, which is the main thing. The new networking solution that we're using, it's a bit different, but it does have its advantages, like I said. So, like, Kim managed to play at home. Like literally just one click join match, and it did all the matchmaking, and like she was able to join and play with us. So that's really good. Unexpected. I'm not sure if we could get away with like some real time stuff like Tank Game is, so like multiple people roaming around at the same time, because there's still problems like desync and stuff like that. And I'm not sure the package that I was using will be very good at handling that. But certainly it would be good for something like turn-based. So yeah, I'm glad that I took the time to actually work that out, because it's just stuff that I'd forgotten how to do really, and I hadn't done it in Unity, so
Yeah.
it's definitely been worthwhile for me. We're probably going to give like the build of the stuff that I've done this week to the Patreons. We'll do that next week. Like brighten them up, explain that it's a pile of rubbish, but you can play it if you want, if you've got 5 minutes. Yeah, but other than that, we've got some progress with hexceed, so we've got approved by the business team. Hey! We managed to submit the build for lot check again, and they've come back today with some errors. It's like something like 5 errors. It's all very small stuff we should be able to fix. It's just to do with controller configurations really. But yeah, that's it. Dev week.
Dev week.
Dev week.
Release week for the Illusions book as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
In a few hours. So
that. 2 hours, yeah.
Check it out. Link will still be there in the description.
Yeah, I quite like some of the levels. The GIF you made is top to advertise it. It's so good. The illusion literally takes effect as the GIF's completing. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks to Discord. It's been interaction again, which is quite good.
Yeah.
Competition just went off as well, so keep an eye out for no one those coming next few weeks. And thanks to patrons. Got another patron today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, we've got to tidy this up now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Then pub. That's why Kim's here.
Drink?